Hey, if you're watching this, your vehicle's about to get wrapped and we're excited about it. Before we get started, we want to walk you through exactly what to expect from our team, and more importantly, explain the difference between a commercial vehicle wrap and a custom show wrap, because they're not the same thing. And understanding the difference now prevents confusion later. We are a commercial vehicle wrap company. That means we build wraps designed to be parked in front of homes while your tech is inside working, driving through neighborhoods, building brand awareness, be seen from 6 to 10 feet away, build trust, generate leads, and ultimately help grow your business. They are designed to look fantastic in real-world conditions. A custom show wrap is something entirely different. That's the kind of wrap where front and rear bumpers are removed, headlights and taillights are removed also, mirrors are removed, door handles are removed. Sometimes even the truck bed is removed and able to wrap behind the cab. The vehicle is partially disassembled to reach every nook and cranny. Those wraps are built for car shows and convention centers under perfect lighting. They typically start at nearly double the cost of a commercial wrap because of the additional labor and time. We do not offer custom show wraps. We specialize in high quality commercial wraps that are built to perform for your business. Now let's walk through the specific expectations. About 70% of the vehicles that we wrap are white, about 10% black, 10% gray, and the remaining colors are like reds or blues or dark grays. If your vehicle is a bright color, any areas that are not wrapped are going to be more noticeable. That's when you open your doors, your hood, your rear hatch, you will see the original paint color exposed. This is absolutely normal for commercial vehicle wraps. Wrapping internal jambs falls into custom vehicle wrap territory, which is not part of our commercial wrap service. If we are wrapping a service truck for you, also referred to as a utility bed, here is what you can expect. The entire utility bed section will be wrapped so it looks nice and clean, professional and consistent. We typically install this with one long printed panel of material for the most seamless appearance. Because of that, when you open the service doors, the area directly underneath the edge of that door is going to show the original paint color, which is usually white, or whatever your vehicle's factory color is. That is completely normal for a commercial vehicle wrap. In rare cases, customers do request the hidden area underneath the door, the section you won't see when the door is actually closed, also be wrapped. If that's something you would like, please let your sales rep or project manager know immediately. Wrapping that section moves into custom show level labor and will significantly change the pricing. That area would essentially need to be printed twice. The doors would need to be removed, if removable. The first layer needs to get installed, the doors then reinstalled, then a second align layer installed so everything matches perfectly when the doors are all closed. That requires substantially more labor and material. If you want that level of coverage, we're happy to discuss it, but it must be planned in advance. Your proof is a 2D digital rendering. Your vehicle is a 3D object with curves, contours, and body lines. Because of that, minor placements of variance between 1 to 2 inches are considered completely acceptable within industry standards. Graphics may sit slightly higher, lower, forward, or backwards compared to the proof, while still maintaining the overall approved design. We typically remove factory emblems and place those inside your vehicle, often in the cup holder. In some cases, removal may damage the emblem. If you would like those emblems reinstalled, replaced, or handled differently, please notify your sales rep or project manager before the installation. Certain requests may affect pricing. So this mirror is not wrapped, but I'm going to use it as an example. Mirrors may or may not be wrapped. Here are some of the deciding factors. Many commercial mirrors are made of textured black polypropylene, this rough plastic trim. Wrap film does not adhere properly to this type of texture and will fail over time. Because of that, we don't wrap textured mirrors. Now, if your mirrors are painted and you want them wrapped, just let our sales rep or project manager know in advance. Due to the compound curves of these mirrors, a small seam may be required to avoid overstretching the material. That ensures durability and longevity. Now let's talk about mirror removal. Mirrors may or may not be removed. Removal sometimes requires removing the interior door panels. We avoid removing door panels whenever possible to prevent the risk of interior damage. If mirrors are not removed, a small seam may be visible near the mounting area. It's typically very minimal and not noticeable under normal viewing conditions. All right, moving on to door handles. Door handles may or may not be removed. Again, removing them can require interior door panel removal, which we like to avoid unless it's absolutely necessary. If the handle is painted, we typically wrap the visible face only. If the handle is a textured black plastic the way this is, we will not wrap it due to adhesion failure over time. Please review your design proofs carefully. That's your best representation of how these elements will actually appear once the vehicle is complete. Headlights and the taillights are removed in most occasions. If removal is complex and our installers can complete a clean, professional finish without removing them, we may choose that route instead. The goal is always a clean and durable result. Let's talk about the gap between the bed and the cab. On trucks, installers can reach in between this gap and the bed to a certain extent. However, there is a physical limit to how far tools and hands can go without disassembling the truck. If you're expecting a full wrap coverage deep into these areas, that would fall into custom show level labor, and we don't offer that. On certain commercial vehicles, especially like Mercedes-Benz Sprinters and Ford Transits, you may notice what's called a relief cut in some of the deeper inset body areas. This means a small edge of the original paint color, often white or whatever your vehicle's factory color is, may be slightly visible in this recessed section. Here's why we do it. These inset areas are high tension zones. Over time, fully wrapping these deep recesses can lead to lifting or failure over time. Even if we properly stretch the material or use an adhesive promoter, because these are commercial vehicle wraps, our goal is longevity. We would rather install it in a way that lasts than force the material into a stressed area that could prematurely fail. And to be clear, this small relief cut will not deter a potential customer. It's subtle, clean, and completely standard in commercial vehicle wrap installations. If you prefer that we wrap these inset areas without a relief cut, we can absolutely do that for you. However, it will void the warranty on this specific section of the vehicle. Another option is for us to add a filler strip to this area to minimize visibility. If that's something that you would like, please let your sales rep or project manager know in advance, as it may slightly affect pricing. As you're driving around town, take a look at the commercial vehicle wraps that you see driving around, and you'll notice that most of them have these relief cuts. At Fleet Wrap headquarters, we specialize in commercial vehicle wraps that look sharp, build credibility, promote your growth, and generate leads for your company. Your vehicle isn't just transportation anymore. It's a lead-generating, trust-building, brand-growing machine. And when it's done right, it becomes a rolling salesperson for you 24/7. If anything feels unclear, talk to us. Clarity now creates confidence later. We're excited to get your vehicle out there doing exactly what it's supposed to do, driving sales for your business.